Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my channel. I am Ivy Rose with Creatively Ivy Rose Oracle Readings. Now this is a general reading for all of my Sagittarius out there, so it may resonate with you, but it may not. But if it does, please like and subscribe as that'll help me to pick up on all of your energy for future readings. Now all of the decks that I'm going to be using are shown here on my table, but there will also be links in the description below where you can find and purchase each one. And I also offer personal readings, so if you're interested, the link to my Etsy is below. All right, just a few announcements. So we're in November. Hooray, we've gotten through another month. That being said, Thanksgiving is coming up and I will be going out of town for that week and a little thereafter. So beginning of December readings, and I'll reiterate all of this in my mid-month check-in, but beginning of December readings are going to be a little later than I would like. Normally I try to do everything by the first of the month, but those readings will be done by the end of the first week of December as I get back in the middle of that week. Also, that means that I am going to be temporarily closing my shop so that I can spend the time with my family and give them my full undivided attention. So if you are interested in a personal reading, my suggestion is to get one done now, because probably maybe mid-week, the week before Thanksgiving, I will end up putting my shop on vacation so that I can catch up with all my readings and so that I'm not overwhelmed having to pack and having to, go ahead and take the journey to my family, okay? All right, and also, I am going to introduce a new form of divination today. So here I have a bag of stone runes. My mother used to use them, and then she gave them to me, and they are amazing. I have just about every form of divination that you can think of. Well, the main ones anyway, and I'm excited to share these with you. So if you'd like to see this more in the readings, please comment below. I would love to know your thoughts, and I'm very excited to share this with you, okay? All right, so without further ado, Sagittarius, let's begin. So the first deck I'm going to be using is The Secret Language of Animals. And I love the energy in this deck. I haven't used this deck very often, and I'm so excited that I get to share this with you today, okay? So let's go ahead and begin. Universe, spirit guides of all the collective, let's go ahead and get some beginning messages for Sagittarius for the month of November. What do we have for Sagittarius? All right, anything else for Sagittarius for the month of November? All right, let's see what we have, Sagittarius. Condor, cycles, reflection, perspective, and release. And mountain gorilla, reverence, contemplation, community, and inner calm. Very nice. I actually think I got Condor for, I think Leo's, as a matter of fact. Beautiful energy, so let's go ahead and get started with it. Let's start with Condor, number 24. Condor circles high in silence, calling you to new heights of personal awareness and deep connection to the natural cycles and rhythms of your life. As a sensitive leader tuned into the subtle currents of existence, Condor brings you the gifts of patience, perspective, and vision. She offers her deep understanding of the importance of change to allow the greater picture of your life to unfold. Following nature's cycles, together you see that change is constant and not to be feared, but rather embraced. Each piece of your story can be lovingly honored for the gifts it brings before it is released back into the greater circle of creation. Now is a powerful time for you to honor the need for quiet solitude and open yourself up to the positive power of change. Take yourself to the high mountain and pray. Allow the rising thermals to clear away the energy of your daily life and give you a chance to see the greater picture unfolding before you. Examine your life from an elevated view, and you will know in your heart what now needs to focus What now needs to focus for the path of your future self? And what parts of your journey are now coming to an end? Honor each for the role it has played and be grateful for this opportunity to lovingly let it go. Open your heart to the new and allow the universe to deliver your needs to you in unexpected ways. You need not chase or hunt. Now is a time for receiving and making the very most of what is already before and within you. What resources and opportunities are already here, ready to be honored and brought to... No, that's a question. Hello. What resources and opportunities are already here, ready to be honored and brought to full fruition? Within the quiet sanctuary of my being, I celebrate the sacred gift of life. So that's a little affirmation that you can tell yourself daily if you like. You can go ahead and write it down. I have it shown right there. So, first message that the universe is wanting you to receive is to be open to the cycles of life, be open to the give and take, surrender to the cycles of life. Allow what is old to be released and allow the new to step forward and step into your life. Because that's a part of life, is give and take and allowing old energies to fall away so that new energies can go ahead and make themselves a part of your life. Okay? Remember to start seeing now. November is bringing about a lot of changes in a lot of our lives right now, Sagittarius. And no one is an exception to that, okay? So there are a lot of changes that are being brought about in November, and universe wants you to go ahead and embrace those changes, okay? Don't be afraid of change. That causes stagnation and that causes your blessings not to come forward. Embrace the change. Embrace the positive power of change, okay? Allow yourself to go with the ebb and flow of life. Allow yourself to go with the flow of life. When you do that, things become much more easy for you. Anxiety, fear, stress, all of that starts to fall away. And you just allow things to come as they come and go as they go. And that's the most freeing energy that you can embody at this time. Okay? So remember to have patience, to look at this in a positive manner instead of looking at it as, oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable with all of these changes. I wish that they would stop. Look at it as, wow, this is a new opportunity for me. This is a new opportunity to receive blessings and to receive the things that I am supposed to receive. Be willing and open to embrace and embody that energy at this time, okay? That's what universe is calling you to do right now. And be grateful for the resources and the opportunities that you have now that are ready and able and available to help move you through these cycles of life. Okay? All right, and then we have Mountain Gorilla, number 12. When Gorilla comes into your world, she comes with the gift of reflection and deep inner calm, born from the knowledge that you are strong beyond measure and wonderfully supported in this world. Amidst the rapid pace, pressures, and expectations of our modern life, Gorilla calls you into the sanctity of your own magnificence, reminding you that you can create your own world based on values of peace, trust, community, and quiet abundance. Honor the spirit of youth both within you and around you. Be also respectful of your elders. Seek their wisdom and guidance as a doorway to the ancient knowing that dwells within your own being. No matter what may be going on around you, Gorilla comes as a reminder that we always have the ability to take the higher ground, to observe with great understanding, to demonstrate deep inner strength in how we stand and speak and move. Do not back down from challenge. But there is no need to chase it either. You are stronger than you know. Speak clearly and honestly from your center. Lead with a calm knowing and thoughtful consideration, seeking always the path that will serve all. Take time to share the simple magic of life with those you love. There is no need to rush ahead. Move with quiet grace and the path will rise to meet you, providing abundantly for all of your needs. Create comfort wherever you are by taking time for simple rituals of self-care activities that put you in touch with the deep peace of your heart center. Where is your private sanctuary? Go there and find yourself within it. Here's another affirmation. I breathe deep into the sanctuary within me. I am grounded, I am strong, I am whole and complete. So let me know if you guys can see that. So, wow, universe is calling you to embrace your inner calm, find that inner peace, find that center, do things for you so that you can share this abundance with others, okay, with the ones that you love. All right. Universe is reminding you that amongst all the things that are going on in the world right now, amongst all the problems that you may be experiencing, all the trials and tribulations that you may be facing, along with accepting these changes that are happening in your life right now, to remember that you create your own world with the peace, the trust, the community, and the quiet of abundance that you have within you and without you. Okay? So it's time to get back to your center, Sagittarius. It is time to find that abundance within you, that peace, that calm that resides within you. Okay? These are going to go hand in hand with that energy. Allowing yourself to surrender and to go with the ebb and flow of life, as well as finding that center within you, is going to create so much abundance within you and without. Okay? So remember that. And a big message that I'm called to revisit from this from this description. Get in touch with your elders, with the respect, with the way that you speak. We forget that our elders paved the way for where we are now, our ancestors. Get in contact with your ancestors, living and not living, because they have wisdom. The wisdom that you are seeking, some of the answers and the guidance that you are seeking, can come from these elders and from our ancestors. The ancestors are calling to you now. They're asking you, hey, it's time to get back in touch with us. Talk to us. We can help you to navigate forward in your journey. But you've got to let us. We're standing here idly by, watching and waiting. We want to help you. So ask for guidance from your elders at this time. That's very, very important. Okay? Know that you need not chase anything. The things that are meant to come to you are going to come to you in these cycles of life. Again, allow them to flow. Allow them to flow like water. Allow the things that are not meant for you and the things that are not serving you to fall away, and allow the things that are supposed to serve you to come into your life. All right? And now we have the lovely runes. So for those of you who are a little alarmed by runes, you might not know a lot about what runes are about. Runes are just whatever the material is. They're stones, crystals, pieces of wood that have specific symbols on them that will relate to a specific message, okay? And, you know, just the same way that Oracle and Tarot works is pretty much the same way that runes work. And they do also have reversal meanings, but do not be alarmed by reversal meanings. Reversal meanings does not mean bad energy. It does not mean that bad things are going to happen. All that means is that there might be a blockage. There might be something, you know, in the way of a specific energy, and the universe is helping you to pinpoint that through these reversals so that you can find out what it is and you can change it so that you can allow the blessings to come into your life, okay? Now, very similarly to the way that I do the cards, of course I have to pick these, but I close my eyes, I shuffle around a little bit, and when the timing feels right, I go ahead and pick one. So let's see what we have. All right, we have this one. And I will read the name of the rune. I don't think I did that in my last one. Forgive me. This is all very experimental, and there are still things that I am coming to learn when I do these readings, so bear with me, and thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. It means a lot, and I'm so excited to share new things with you guys. So look at this book of runes. It looks so old and it's so beautiful and nice. I love the energy that comes from runes. So let's see, what is this here? Opening. Oh, I like that. Let's see, opening. Torch, skiff, associated with the goddess Nerthus. And if I pronounce any of these names wrong, I do apologize. You can comment below any oh God, what's the word that I'm looking for? Anyway, corrections. There we go. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. And this did come out upright, so let's go ahead and put that here and see what this rune is all about. Number 118, or page 118. There we go. Kano, or Kano. Opening, fire, torch. This is the rune of opening and renewed clarity, of dispelling the darkness that has been shrouding some part of your life. You are free now, both to receive gifts and to know the joy of non-attached living. Wow. Kano is the rune for the morning of activities, for seriousness, clear intent, and concentration, all of which are essential at the beginning of any endeavor. One of the 13 cycle runes, the protection offered by Kano is this: the more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmoded in your own conditioning. In relationships, there can now be a mutual opening up which you may trigger and set in motion through your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both. Recognize that while on the one hand you are limited and dependent, on the other you exist at the perfect center where the harmonious and beneficent forces of the universe merge and radiate. You are that center. Simply put, if you have been operating in the dark, there is now enough light to see that the patient on the operating table is yourself. These meanings are so deep and they all give me such warm feelings reading them. So universe is calling you now to move from whatever darkness you've been experiencing to more light energy. Okay? To again, get back to that center. This center has been repeated in this reading a few different times already. So get back to your center, open up to renewed clarity, to dispelling all of this darkness, and getting back into the joy of non-attached living. We as human beings love to attach ourselves to certain outcomes, certain people, certain things. And that goes against going with the cycles of life, which is what universe is calling you to do right now, Sagittarius. So remember not to get attached to certain outcomes, because whether you try to hang on or not, the universe has a way of sweeping away the things that are not meant to be with you in your life. Okay? And this part is only going to resonate with a certain few of you, so take it how it resonates and let the rest fall away. But if you are in a relationship right now, there will be a mutual opening up between you two. It doesn't have to be romantic. I will say again, it can also be platonic. So with this energy coming to fruition for you, Sagittarius, there will be a mutual opening up for the both of you. And this light will be available to you both again through this process. Through you doing this stuff for you, you exude and radiate that energy, and that will be picked up by your partner or your friend or whatever relationship this is, and that will allow you to open up and grow together. Okay? And let me say this, this is not to shroud the fact that with going through the cycles of life, this partner may be for you, this friendship may be for you, but it may not be for you. And you also have to prepare yourself for every outcome. You have to allow yourself to go with the cycles of life, to go with the flow of life, and be prepared that, okay, this relationship may be long lasting and it may not. And that's something that you have to allow yourself to freely accept, to accept the flow of life, the natural flow of life. And so that you're not blocking any blessings or any energies that are supposed to come to you. When relationships are meant to fall away, they will, regardless of how hard you hang on or not. And sometimes it's easier to let go than it is to hang on. And again, take that how it resonates. That's only going to resonate with some of you, but that's still a good thing to take with you through your journey. Okay, that is still a good topic is the wrong word, but I can't find the word that I want to use. That's still a good principle. There we go. A good principle to take with you through your journey itself. Okay? So, time to get back in touch with self so that you can start embodying these energies, okay, Sagittarius? And last but not least, messages from Spirit to close out the reading, okay? So let's go ahead and get some final messages for Sagittarius from Spirit. What do we have for Sagittarius? Any other final messages for Sagittarius? What do we have? All right. Pay attention to the words and actions of others. Ooh. This can be directly correlated to that person that we were talking about with that relationship. So pay attention to the words versus the actions, because that will tell you a lot about this person and their intentions, okay? Here goes another one. Subtle cues may tell you what someone's words are not. So remember to pay attention to little things in between the lines of what a person says to you, or little actions that they might do here and there. That it will tell you a lot about a person's intentions with you, okay? I said this in a personal reading the other day, as a matter of fact, don't overshadow what is real, what this person is telling you through their body language, through their subtle words, their subtle cues, because you want to give them an excuse. You want things to work. You want things to grow and change, because that's doing the exact opposite for you and for this person. You're allowing them to fall back into old cycles and old patterns, and that's not okay. All right? So pay attention to these subtle cues and be honest with yourself about what these cues mean for you and for this person, because that's going to shape not just the relationship, but a lot of what you're going through in your life, and the way that you decide to go into the energy of life and the cycles of life moving forward. Pay attention and be honest with yourself. No matter how painful or how disheartening that can be, remember, this is a part of life, letting things fall away so that better things can come in, and it's allowing your blessings to come forward. The more that you release, the more that your blessings can come, okay? Get to know yourself. If you find you are depleted or dissatisfied in any area of your life, are you nourishing yourself? Again, going directly back to finding that center. When you find that center, Sagittarius, you allow yourself to get in tune with the things that you desire, with the things that you don't desire, and how to go about bringing those things forward. Okay? So ask yourself these questions. Look at your life and see what areas of life you are dissatisfied with, why you are dissatisfied with them, and if you're nourishing yourself and how in those areas of your life. And that's going to show a lot, and that's also going to give you the answers that you seek to help you to figure out how to nourish those parts of your life again. And everything is all right. Release the need to know the outcome. Wow. So going right back to that cycle, that accepting the cycles of life, all right? You don't always need to know the way that things are going to go. That only causes stress, that causes anxiety, that causes blockages that we do not need to have at this time. When you release the need to know the outcome of a situation, that brings such joy and such freedom. Okay? Freedom is the key word here. And it allows you not to build those attachments. The attachments that we were talking about in this rune, it allows you not to build up attachments for certain outcomes. And that is where true freedom comes in when it comes to your life. Okay? All right, Sagittarius, so that is what I have for you for the month of November, and I will see you all again for the mid-month check-in, okay? Bye!